Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Sonic Heroes. Last time we made our way through Frog Forest and Lost Jungle, and in this episode we're continuing on with Hang Castle.
Sonic, you sure this is the right way?
I saw Shadow and Eggman head this way. This has gotta be the right way.
But it's so spooky here!
Maybe that's the ghost of Shadow we saw earlier.
Woo! Stop it, Knuckles!
Just for reference sake so that cutscene makes more sense, Tails is supposed to be 8 in this game. This is why he's so scared. So, at this point, Knuckles is just messing with him because he knows that Tails is easily scared by ghosts and such, so it's just one of those kind of things, really. If you don't read the manual and realize that Tails is such a young age in this game, that would just seem really weird. At the same time, why is Tails so young in this game, right? It doesn't really seem in his character to be a little kid for how smart that he is. But he is only 8 years old in this one. So you have to keep that in mind when you see that cutscene. But Hang Castle, we are introduced here to a bunch of ghost enemies. And these ghost enemies, as you can imagine, don't die. But instead, if you attack them, they will take damage and just disappear. But they can easily blindside you because they can just appear whenever they feel like it. So be very careful on where you move here just because of the ghosts. They can easily hit you and, you know, blindside you if you're not careful. Oh, I did not want to fly. Go back, go back. That almost killed me just because of that. Also right here, it looks like there's no floor. Continue on. It is. It's an invisible floor. This level has a lot of instances like that where something doesn't look real. It is, because this is the haunted house theme level. So anything that can seem fake, it can be real in this level. So keep that in mind and be very careful as to where you move.
Let's go down there.
And if we go down here and hit this switch to flip everything right side up, we'll see this door is open because we hit that switch back in that reversed area. And now we start running into robots that have very thick shields. You can do one of two things with these guys. You can either use a speed character to knock the shield off of them, or you can do what I like to do and just attack the shield right off of them with the power character. If you do fire dunks to that, it won't really do any damage, but if you just keep on wailing on them with your fists, then the shield will break in no time. That's what I like doing. Also, I missed that checkpoint. Let's go back for that. There we go. Now we can continue on with the level. Especially now because I'm a level 2 speed character. Be very careful in this section because you can fall off the side. You want to hit that booster at the very end, which you'll hit another switch that'll flip this place upside down, and we'll continue on. Also, thanks Tails for pointing out what I just said. I just said we're flipping this place back upside down, and then of course you say it. You guys just like pointing out the obvious, don't you? Also, we have more of these silver robots, which we can't really kill, but they have searchlights. If we get caught by searchlights, more enemies will appear, so be very careful with that. And just like Knuckles said, we want to be careful in this section because it's very easy to fall. If we had that balloon there, we'll get ourselves an extra thing of flight power. We saw that back in Frog Forest, but I didn't really talk about it because there wasn't really too much to say at that part. So I just want to go ahead and bring it back up here now. As if you see one of those balloons, you want to go ahead and grab it because that will go ahead and let you fly for a little bit longer as it refills your flight meter. But if you kill all those enemies in that section, this switch will appear, and it'll create a bunch of rings. And if you use your Lightspeed Dash here a lot of the time, you'll get a lot of points. 800 per ring line. So that's a lot of points just from that alone. Also, this section right here, you can just go ahead and climb through this entire area by just following the trail of fire. Or you can do what I do, just jump over with the flight character. And up here, there's actually a switch we need to go ahead and grab our flight character. Kind of awkward to do, unfortunately, but we got it. And now we continue on. Also, doesn't our gold robot, so let's go ahead and do some damage by bouncing on his head. That's not what I wanted to do, but sure. Never works, I guess. And let's grab a shield for good measures. And since we destroyed a gold robot, we have a cord just sitting up here in the air for some reason. I don't know why it was flying in the air, but sure thing. So if we destroy all these enemies here, we'll actually open up that entryway to this tower. We'll be flipping the place upside down once again. But if we do so, we can actually do this little trick with the flight character, where if you actually fly into this little hole, which in order to do so, what the heck? Did I just clip through it? I think I did. Yep, I did. Alright, well, so much for showing that off. If you jump into that switch with the flight character, you can actually fly. Then you can fly right into the little opening of this area, which will allow you to skip this entire climb up. And unfortunately for me, I kind of clipped to the side of the building, so that's not happening anytime soon. Also, you saw I actually got myself caught by that robot, so we just saw a robot spawn because of that. That's pretty much what will happen if you get caught. I was not wanting to destroy that bottom box, but alright, whatever works. So here we got a light speed dash trail we need to follow. Be very careful because you can easily fall off in that section. But we made it. And that section has a funky camera. Fun fact, that camera actually works kind of funky, honestly. It's based off of where you're moving the area, not because of the light speed dash. So if you somehow manage to glitch your way there with like a moon jump or something, you can see the camera itself just move at certain parts of that level. So you can stand right in the middle of it and the camera will stay locked there. I thought I'd bring that up because that's a fun little fact. Not many people know about that. But this statue here looks very weird. Right side up, we see it's an Eggman statue, but when you flip it, you can see Metal Sonic on the bottom. We see Metal Sonic at the end of the Egg Albatross fight, so we're familiar with him at this point in the story. It's just we're not sure what he's up to at this point. All we know is he's copying our abilities and using for his own deeds. We're not sure why as of yet, but that'll be explained more into the game, and we'll see it when the time comes. But we're now at the end of Hang Castle, so let's just go ahead and just ride this out. So I completely missed those rings. Wow, and I also just did, no, stop doing light speed dashes. I just wanted to go ahead and roll into a ball, but I can't even do that. Let's be very careful here not to get thrown right into one of the spike balls. Very easy to have that happen to you here because of the control now being even more slippery because you're running down a building. So I wanted those rainbow rings. I guess we're not getting those. No rainbow ring bonuses for me. Also, I love how Sonic just said ready when nobody was around him. It's like, ready guys? Hey, what are you doing back there? Stop collecting the rings, get off the boost pads. I said ready for a boost. But that's Hang Castle for you. Now it's time to explore the innards of the castle, which is called Mystic Mansion. And I gotta say, I love the theme of Mystic Mansion. It's probably one of the most unique levels in the entire game. Because Mystic Mansion is a very big puzzle-heavy level. This entire time, you're going to be doing a couple different things just to get through here that are pretty unique puzzles, in my opinion.
What a castle!
I wonder what's next.
Feels like Halloween with all these ghosts. Not bad.
I really like Mystic Mansion just because of what Sonic said. This level does feel a lot like Halloween because of its mysterious factor. Hence the name Mystic Mansion. This level has a lot of illusions you'll be dealing with. Take, for example, this door. We see the skeleton peek his head around you, and then once we get near the door, he just disappears entirely. This is really my favorite part about this level. Just the illusion factor you see almost all the time in this level. You can never believe anything that's around you in this level to be real or not. You won't know it's real until you actually confront it yourself and, well, figure out if it's real or not just by your assumptions. For this section here, you want to go ahead and defeat all these robots in order to get rid of this laser barrier. Hitting this switch, you activate the robots that are hiding behind a painting. So we got two egg pawns here that are having some heavy-duty shields on them, and then we got this big old robot here, and I don't want to deal with any of them, so we'll just team blast them all. Now right here, we have this section where we can use our speed character to ride down the pole, but in the GameCube version only, the right wall here is not solid, so you can just go ahead and jump straight through it. I'm not sure exactly why that wall is not solid, but it's not the case, so you can just go ahead and jump straight through it. Also, I'm really surprised I actually hit that bobsled section with Sonic and entered it with the flight character. It's not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to level up my characters, and I kinda can't do that right now. That was very unexpected, and I kinda wasted up those level ups, so It won't be level 3 Sonic or level 3 Knuckles anytime soon. I'll have to hope some good drops here. Well, we got a set of 3 switches here. You want to go ahead and hit the one here on the very right. Doing so, you'll get this formation here with the skeletons holding his arms out for you. And because of that, you can go ahead and continue on with the level by climbing up his arms. And then we hit the switch on the top to get this orientation, which will allow us to continue on with the level by going upwards. Also, this level, I noticed a lot of comments by the other teammates saying that, oh man, I'm freaked out by these ghosts. So you see like a lot of surprise comments from these guys. And I noticed that a lot more in this level compared to Hang Castle. It's probably because there's a lot more like jump scare moments in this level in particular. But this is another example of an illusion here. You think that this is a bottomless pit, but once you fall down it, you actually get saved by a bunch of springs, so it's safe to fall down that pit. Also, can I please grab the switch? Thank you, Tails.
Something may happen if the switch is triggered.
So this looks very suspicious here. We see a switch and a bunch of robots here that are statues, but they're not statues. They come to life the moment you hit that switch. So I do like that. That's actually a pretty cool illusion once again. But now we have this big guy right here. This guy, we have to basically wait for him to do his spinning hammer attack. Then we can go ahead and knock him down with our power character, revealing a weak spot here on top of his head. Alternatively, we can go ahead and use our Team Blast because that's filled up and kill him in an instant. Now, there's 2 ways after you knock off his helmet. Not a lot of people know about this. You can use your power character and knock him down. When you see him fall down like that, you can go ahead and attack his forehead. But with a level 3 speed character, you can use your speed character's homing attack, whether it be in the speed formation or in the power formation, to knock off the helmet. If you use any kind of wind attack, the helmet will come straight off. And that's the thing about that. It sounds easier to do that than it actually is. I don't do that personally, and if that ever happens, it's because my Sonic is level 3, and I'm in the power formation, so he automatically just homing attacks enemies around him. That's the only time I ever actually knock off the helmet with a speed character. Melee, that is faster to do, but at the same time, it's a lot more risky too. So it's not something I like doing because of that. But just as a note, this is actually the last bobsled section here for Team Sonic. It's in this level, and this is the last one we're doing right here. So we won't be dealing with the bobsled anytime soon now for Team Sonic. We will be revisiting the mechanic for the other teams, but that's the last time we had to do it for Team Sonic. We hit this switch here. These walls come closer together, so we can go ahead and use our triangle jump and make our way over to the other side. Land on the left rail, and if you do so, you'll comfortably make your way over to the very center rail, and, well, simply put, you won't die. And we are coming up to the very end of the level, which is probably the hardest part about this entire level. This is really an annoying section. For starters, once we go down the well, we got a bunch of pumpkin ghosts we have to go ahead and avoid. And we need to activate all 3 of these switches. So, of course, I take the cheap hit. I was trying to avoid that without taking a hit, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. So in this section we have 3 altars, so that's 1 for each character. The speed, the flight, and the power character. And we need to go ahead and use our speed character in this formation to bounce off these pumpkins and make our way over to the other side. This is a very finicky area, and it's very easy to die here, but luckily we didn't do that. So now we are on to the next one, the flight area. Here we just have to deal with these platforms to fly around with, and we'll be able to comfortably make our way over to the other side. This is way easier compared to the speed section in my opinion, because that speed section very finicky to deal with in my opinion. I really prefer using both the flight and the power section just because they're a lot safer. You can save yourself, especially in the flight section. It's probably the easiest one. So I recommend going for the flight formation first if you want to go ahead and make yourself comfortable with this section at first, but you'll later start regretting your decisions of playing this part of the level without taking some kind of precautions, because this is the part where you need to be extremely careful about. This part of the level can waste so much of your time if you're going for the A rank. And especially the power section, because you see a big old robot at the very end so I almost fell off because of my glide. They're not really saving me in time. But go ahead and use your Team Blast with this big old guy if you have it. Save yourself a lot of time. Once you defeat all the enemies in each section, you will have this middle switch open up, revealing the way to the end.
That was one heck of a battle.
No problem. Piece of cake.
Yeah, that level's a piece of cake once you know what you're doing. That part is the hardest part about the entire level. And that's the part where you can lose your A rank. Practice makes perfect there, so if you have a hard time, then just keep on trying. You'll eventually get it, and just like I said, practice makes perfect, so you gotta keep on persevering. That's what I had to do when I was going for the A ranks initially, and it took a while to do that. It took me a couple tries to beat the stage without dying, but I did it eventually, and it was worth it in the end. We got our next Chaos Emerald here. It looks like the purple Chaos Emerald, so let's go ahead and grab our 6th Emerald, which means we only have one more left after this. We only have one more Chaos Emerald, and then we have them all collected, so we're getting near the end here for Team Sonic. But now with that said, let's go ahead and see who our boss fight here is for Hang Castle / Mystic Mansion Zone. There's no way to actually say these zones, so this kind of sounds awkward. But let's see who we're going to be fighting nonetheless.
Trying to stop us now? Ha! What a joke!
What did you say? Now I'm really mad! Get them!
So we have our enemy rush here, Robot Storm. So we know what to do, same thing as Carnival Storm honestly. So in the beginning I just like homing attacking everybody here and hoping I get some flight cores. Unfortunately, I'm getting all the power cores. I didn't want any powers, I wanted flights. Now, at least I can use my power cores to my advantage here and just pretty much kill everything very, very quickly. And again, power, I'm just going to go ahead and use this and destroy that golden robot. Now, after we kill a certain amount of enemies, the little container that's holding a switch will open up and it'll allow us to flip over the mansion and, well, gives us more enemies to fight. We got a bunch of gold turtles here, and I just recommend using your Team Blast because of that. Too much to deal with in this section. At least I have level 2 of everyone, at least. Level 3 Sonic, so that's always good. But let's just go ahead and use Tails for now to kill a majority of these guys. And just kill the rest of them with Sonic.
Looks like there's a bunch of them. Come and get some.
We won't give up so easily, Eggman.
Oh jeez, we got a bunch of these wizards. Okay, well, they're trying to heal each other, which is kind of pointless because no one's taking any damage. And when they do, it's just an insta-kill. So let's just go ahead and jump into this cannon here as the speed formation. If you jump in with the power, you can go ahead and grab that balloon for some rings. But I don't really feel like doing that, so just go ahead and swap over the power, take care of these guys, and fire dunk these ones because I don't want to deal with these egg pawns. They're too close to the edge. And now we just need a level 3 Knuckles and everyone's fully leveled. So we'll make this a lot easier too. And here's our chance. There's a bunch of enemies around this, which really helps with score. Since score doesn't matter in these fights, it doesn't really matter in the end. But we got level 3 Knuckles anyway, so everyone's fully leveled up. That'll make our fight way easier now. In fact, we gotta deal with another one of these big guys, so I'll just go ahead and use my level 3 Knuckles and show them who's boss. Man, look at all these flying egg pawns. This is why I like having level 3 flight characters. Easy, easy, easy fight. Just fly in the air and just keep on thunder shooting. And here, kind of the same situation. Just attack all the robots by using your thunder shoot for a comfortable experience, and you're good to go. You have to fly a little bit lower to hit these guys at times, but once you do so, very, very easy. And now he's dropping a bunch more egg pawns in the air, so thunder shoot once again. Yeah, it should be pretty much all of them except this one. There we go. Oh, okay, apparently the one's just kind of sitting on top of the cannon. Sure. So we only have one more set of robots to deal with, and it's in this very final section. So once everyone's around me, It's time for Team Blast. Time to end this robot storm. That was it. Everyone's defeated. Got one more core, and we are done.
Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones.
Yeah, you keep on saying those were the easy ones, Eggman. You know those are probably the best things you had right now. And that still wasn't enough. But with that, we should go ahead and get our A rank, no problem. And now we are done with the haunted house area. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Next time on Let's Play Sonic Heroes, we'll go ahead and finish up Team Sonic's story by moving on to Egg Fleet. I'll see you guys next time.